everyone, this is Sunrise May.
And this is Cece.
And today we're going to take you through
Splash Mountain.
So the line takes a really long time to walk through, right?
Yeah.
You have to go up and down, and as you can see, it's a lot of little twists and turns going through. But this was your first time riding it, right?
Yes. It was a little bit scary in the beginning, but then once you ride it, you can't get off of it. So I had to keep going.
So we're going through all the different turns right now of the line, of the queue. It was quite a wait, and it kind of zigzagged all the way almost to Pirates, I think.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit packed, but it was definitely a lot of fun. So this is that whole queue area where you're waiting to board the ride. And you have to go up the stairs, down the stairs.
You have to kind of do like a mini line zigzag. Well, that's the standby line.
So when you're going through the ride, it actually looks like if you're going through like a big barn almost, with the hay and the saddles.
And like
Oh, and then this is where
we start.
Last chance to exit. So if you feel a little nervous and you don't want to ride it,
You kind of have to go there.
All
Now
right.
we're
on the ride. So we were on the third row,
Yes.
and this is the first little.
Well, it gets you kind of nervous when you it is dramatic when up the hill, but like it's really it's a really slow it's slow, and it's also very not that fast.
So here,
Is where the little old frog, I do not exactly know what's his name.
do you know the name of the movie that the ride is themed after? No. Oh, look, and we thought we were gonna go down, and we're not.
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be like, we're gonna go down really fast.
See, you can kind of see the line that's zigzagging outside. That building right in front of you is Pecos Bill, so that's how far. And then we go outside, and then that
is where we're gonna go in a couple minutes.
Yes, and it looks like you're actually going to be going into Thorns. Of course, you don't go into Thorns.
You don't
but
go
it
into Thorns, but
it does
you
look like
kind
it.
of look.
So as we're floating along in our log, we go up another little
Hill.
track.
It's
So this will be the second little hill that we're going up so far in the ride. And believe it or not, every time that we go up a little hill, even though we fall down a little bit, it's actually taking us a little bit higher up in the ride.
yeah. Every time it gives you a little bit of a really big.
So this ride is actually themed after a movie called Song of the South. And that movie is no longer available. You really can't watch it. But there are some parts of the movie that are themed after, there's like some animated parts, and they have characters that are found in the actual ride. And one of the most famous songs of
Zippity doo dah.
correct, that one is You Can Hear It.
That was like most of the famous. You can kind of hear it, and this ride is mostly about there is a fox and a bear that's trying to catch a rabbit. So, but like they.
Oh, so see, here we have a view of how high we really are from the park. So see, that's Brer Rabbit's kind of little house there, and Briar Bear. So we're going through the almost like a river that's in the south. That's why the movie was called Song of the South. And then there's little signs, slip and falls. Oh, this one is a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit bigger. And you were a little nervous. You kept asking
Yes.
me, is this the big ride? Is this the big, the big drop?
This is the big
So
drop.
now we're going inside, and this one, at this point in the ride, it almost looks like if you're going through the forest. And now you can actually get to see a lot more of the different characters. And of course, there's a sign there that says no fishing, and there is someone fishing.
Yes, there's little ducks that are there trying to fish.
Yeah, so that's kind of.
And this is not like a real, story that really happened.
Well, this is what they call the animated part of that movie.
Yeah.
So they kind of
That's
took
the
that.
big bear, and then I don't know if you
There's
guys
the
can
fox.
see the fox is on top of the bear trying to get it on. Or trying to get the rabbit that's right there. It's like, haha, you're never gonna catch me.
So here we're going through different parts of the forest, and it's more of the interior part. There's a lot of animatronics here,
Yes, there's a lot.
and you really can't tell whether you're going upwards or down. You're kind of riding through. They did put a little, see, like a little LED screen there in the back where the characters kind of come out. That is
There's a rabbit
rather
right
new.
there.
The rest of the ride pretty much is
look.
original.
And there's a fox, and then by mistake, the fox caught the bear instead of the rabbit because
That
it
trap
almost-
was actually meant for the rabbit.
Yes.
He kind of got caught in there.
It's like, help me.
So now here is where you will have the different types of characters that are part of the story. And a lot of this, actually, I don't know if you realize, they announced this summer that they are going to be changing the theme of the ride
Yes. They
to
are.
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog. They're
So-
not gonna like change it, but it's still gonna be like Splash Mountain when you still get wet, and it's gonna be some. You go down still, but it's gonna be themed.
For Princess and the Frog.
Frog,
And
not-
that is themed in the bayou. So as we were riding this ride, I could already imagine how they're going to hopefully keep some of this river type of theme going through with the trees, but obviously they're going to be a little bit different.
And we did want to write it before they changed the. Oh, I think this is another splash.
So
there you
now
go.
here-
It's kind of like dark, and there you go. And then
There was a little bit of a drop there, and then you kind of go a little faster. So now
that's like
the
kinda
tension
like,
is building up.
Yeah, now like it's like get ready for this. It's that one's kind of like I don't know if you guys have ridden it, but Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it was like almost like a drop like Pirates where it's in the dark. It's not very high. And at this point, we hadn't gotten wet at all, right?
No, because we were in the back. The people that were
Well, we were in the
front-
middle and we were kind of close
And-
to each other. But
yeah.
now you can see how the ride is picking up speed.
Yeah.
And there's some splashing going on.
Yes, we were trying to not get wet there.
And then here we're in a different part. We're no longer in the forest. We're supposed to be almost like in some sort of underground area. And
It was kind
here-
of scary when you first get on it because you're like, when you actually see those people and you go in front of it where Thunder Mountain is, you could see those people falling down, and it's like, oh Jesus! It's gonna
enter
be
at your own risk, danger, go back. And of course, what happens when somebody tells you not to do something? What do you want to do?
You want to do it.
More than anything else. So,
Oh.
the fox finally caught the rabbit. Oh no.
Oh no! Let's see what he does.
Brer Fox's lair. So we have entered Brer Fox's lair.
I
Oh,
think that's
goodness.
the drop there.
So now, of course, you can tell it's getting a little dark, a little bit more mysterious.
I think that's the
And
drop right there.
now
oh my
you
God,
can
I'm so
see the
scared.
track.
When I was first there, like my stomach was rumbling and my stomach is like, I don't think, because when you actually really see it, it's like, oh geez, that is really a really, really big fall. But when you actually kind of do it, it's not that bad, but like,
But it's exciting.
but it's exciting. You're like,
All
oh, geez.
right, so
I think
now we're finally on the track
now
and we're heading forward, and you can see the light at the
Not
end of the
yet.
tunnel.
yes, it's so dramatic. Some drops are really so dramatic, but they're really small. But I think this is the
Of course,
final one.
it is dark, but we do see how the end of the track is up ahead. And then as
That,
you get
this is
toward,
when my stomach started rumbling really, really bad. I'm
We're
like,
gonna see-
I was like holding on to my. I'm like, no, help me.
we're gonna see the rabbit up here on the left-hand side. And then, of course, it looks like
they're
they're preparing to eat him. All right, and then here we go. We see.
We go.
Splash!
That was really scary.
And see, that's the bridge that you can stand and see everyone come down. And of course, it wasn't too bad.
But the people in the front got soaked.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I remember it being actually a lot more water coming at us from different. But we sat in the third row and we really didn't get wet. But the first row got pretty soaked.
I was on top of my mom, so I kind of really did not get that wet.
Yeah, I guess I kind of protected you a little bit. But see, you can kind of see everybody else coming down. And then, of course, as you're coming down, you have a picture being taken of you. So you get to see your reaction.
Yes. And next time, if they had not constructed and started building the Tiana, I think I should go again, and now I should actually see the drop, because I was there, did not see anything. My eyes were black. I'm like, oh geez. So I think next time I'm gonna kind of open my eyes a little bit and actually
enjoy the
fall, not be like, oh geez, because now I have an experience of the fall not being that big, and I know the fall is not going to be that big. I mean, it is going to be big, but not as big as I thought it was.
So here we're still outside, and sometimes it does get a little bit. There was another little drop there that we weren't expecting, and we're getting close to the area where you're going to be getting off. There's one more part where you're going to go inside, and it's actually very pretty.
Now this is a little bit
Welcome home, Brer Rabbit. So obviously he does escape, and this is kind of his welcoming home. And I can see almost like the Louisiana theme already.
Yes.
Now that I'm looking at it.
The Tiana.
There is a boat and alligator in Tiana. So I think hopefully they keep this a little bit zippity lady.
So I think it should be like I don't know.
So this is the last little area that you will see.
And then is that
you're going to see
where
Brer Rabbit and his house up there on the left-hand side. And then, of course...
Now they're trying to escape, and they got stuck in the...
Yeah, and now they have nothing because, of course, good guys always win, right? Especially in Disney movies. So here...
Bad guys always lose, and they always...
Here is Brer Rabbit.
So now here's this.
He is just...
He's like,
I survived.
I'm so glad.
Very smart. He built his little house among the thorns. So.
And he did do the thorns. He's like, the rabbit, they get thorns.
That's the ride. Thank you for joining us on Sunrise May.
Thank you. Bye.
Don't forget to check out my blog and subscribe below.
That's it for today. Bye.